Hi everyone, welcome to another pick a card on this channel. I have been feeling very heavy energies lately, but more specifically towards the relationship. So I decided to make this reading, and this is about what you feel versus what is happening in your current relationship or situationship or whatever you are in right now. And this is going to be kind of reality check. There can be trigger moments, so I would say if you are not willing to listen to things, do not get into this videos. Things can come out differently from what you would think. I just have a feeling like that. That's why I am letting you know already. Some things have been broken, some things need to be looked at differently. So you guys can choose from the 3 cards in front of you, and also the 3 pendulums, the amethyst, rose and clear quartz pendulum. So you can go by the number, you can go by the card, you can go by the pendulum, you can go by the timestamps in the description box. So with this, you can pause if you want to take some time to decide on which card you want to go with. Now I will start with the card number 1. Now for those of you who chose card number 1, silence. This can be separation happening. This can also mean a need to calm down the mind. This can also be about you being a water sign or the person that you're dealing with, and right now the energies are heightened. And well, let's see. I'll get into the tarot. This is definitely change. This is extreme transformation, change, separation, silence. All of this is a theme. Wanting to work on the self, having clarity about life, having more ideas that you want to manifest. And of course, the water energies, the emotions, telepathy, intuition. This is about a true love that is kind of dying down. At least looks like that. So you want stability, okay? And this is true love, but somewhere you feel. So first I will tell you how you are feeling. Well, I can't tell how anybody is feeling, but how I read it in the cards. So as per the cards, you're feeling like this is the true love. This is the love that you ever wanted, and it was everything for you ever. This was like, it is like that romance which is rare, as well as like in the very beginning years, or like there is something about there's rare, that's what you feel about this connection. This connection is rare, and right now things don't look fine because there is separation, or there is some fight. Judgment reverse is also fight, is also not being able to see things clearly, being hazed, and you're feeling that the doors. So 6 of wheels, again the card of love, but not the cups, it is the wheel. So it tells me that you can be thinking that whatever you have done is being taken away from you. Everything that you have created is being taken away from you. You're looking for clarity in this connection, and the advice would be to not receive messages from the mind. So in this reading, this is how you're feeling. Like maybe there is more in this picture, maybe you don't know some things already, and that's why you are holding on to it. Or but there is an utter confusion, okay? There is utter confusion, because there is imagination, there is promises, there is everything that you ever wanted has been talked about and felt in this relationship, and now it feels like confusing, misdirected, and at least you feel hurt. Okay, what is really objectively, and by really I mean like what is objectively from a third person's perspective, what is happening in your connection? Let's see. You are undergoing a karma. You are undergoing a karma of putting the ego down and being able to take the action the way you want them to be. Like, there is a need to keep down the drama, to keep down the. And what if you do feel that there can be somebody else influencing this connection? That's true. So now this can be a third party, as in like person, or this can be this can be anybody. This can be family also for some. Well, there is outside influence in your connection, and that is not letting any situation move towards the calmer waters. Okay, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling bound, you're feeling like this is never gonna happen. But I do feel that this third party is not exactly another relationship, but more like just someone in life, just someone directing your person's life in some way, or your life in some way. And this can be work as well. And so due to which there is problems, there is like karmic situations being created, things have been said which were not so nice. And mostly the walls are up. Both are, one party is not letting go of the walls. And to come to a common solution, to sit on the same table and talk about things, that some kind of maturity is needed, which I feel is not there, because the energy is fast. People are running. By people I mean the people involved in this connection. They're running around. They are running more in their head than the reality. So well, communication, I wouldn't say so. I would say communicate with the self first and know the reality of this connection. And I feel that I feel there are at least 2-3 groups of people, and for all of you there are different situations. Like for some there's divorce happening, for some there is third party situation, for some there is need to prove the self to the other, or for some this all of these can be true. Well, I hope not. But if it is happening, what I see is you're kind of playing with the fire here. So first you need to like get your feelings in check before you can move any further into this. You can be having past as in like your older life traumas, or things affecting this relation, where this can be a sense of abandonment, this can be a sense of non-fulfillment basically, which is like being projected on this connection. So someone needs to take some time out before deciding about this connection. Someone is too involved in this connection. And I also feel one of the person is more involved than the other. Someone is ready to let it go and the other can't see it, and that annoys the former person even more. We have 9 of Wands twice in this reading. I feel that a lot of this is around keeping walls up, wearing masks, being possessive, being unavailable, and constantly ignoring the needs of your person. So whoever is doing that needs to like sit back and know what their needs are. There's a need to like slow things down. It's just too much rush right now in your mind regarding this connection, and that is why so much of You can be thinking that there were words which were not to be said, there were things which were not to be done, there were decisions hastily made, which killed a very beautiful thing and finally led to something violent and disruptive. Well, some kind of release is needed, some kind of letting go is needed, definitely so. Someone needs to let go, and this can be letting go of the entire connection. You need to let go of it first and face yourself with that sinking heart, because then only any kind of auspiciousness can happen here, any kind of space can be created for more manifestations. And otherwise it is a one-sided road, like you're totally living it by yourself. You are finding romance in an imaginary situation. Okay, there's a need to be sitting with the self and realizing where all you have been violent with the self, where all you have been too harsh with the in the face of reality, as in you have not accepted the reality for what it is. And sometimes it has to do with the self. Probably you have been egoistic and that you have projected on other person, or vice versa. But before taking any step in this connection, someone needs to let go of the possessive and too comfortable with the pain kind of mindset, because this is true. Okay, I'm not saying that this connection is fake, but there are so much of insecurities and boundaries stopping it to flower. Like, I almost do not like this kind of readings. They are just too noisy, because there is so much happening and most of it is not even based on reality. And since this reality is like a this kind reading is like a reality check itself, I feel that this is quite unpredictable energy, because I will pull prediction cards as I do in end of every reading, but like I feel that this energy can literally go anywhere. This is like playing with the fire kind of thing. Someone is too comfortable in their comfort and do not want to move, and while the universe is testing their patience, testing their commitment, and if universe is gonna block this connection, if the right action is not taken at the right time. Okay, so if you don't want your fears to come true, there is a need to surrender. There's a need to believe in the impossible and work on some consciousness. Yes, you need to give. So if I would have to tell that what is the need in this connection, there is a need of divine intervention, of spirituality. None of you seems to be believing in the divine, or if someone is doing, the other is totally non-appreciating of it, and then the former one is also not doing it because their faith is broken. You can only expect a miracle when you expect the impossible, or like when you totally dive into the universe, saying like whatever happens happens. There can be literally a lot of emotions. Full moon in Cancer, I feel that this kind of connection is meant to be. Okay, they are meant to be this way. This kind of connections don't really go anywhere very very soon or easily, and there is a mismatch. Yes, you need to like step out of your comfort zone. Someone is living in their Ketu, in their fears, in whatever they are comfortable. So needs to break that cycle, and whenever that cycle is like taken away, you would be able to see the bigger picture, and in the bigger picture there's stability, there is true love, there is auspiciousness. So right now what you're going through is the karma with the self, which you might be projecting on this connection, and since you're projecting it, you're making it your reality, because emotions are the closest feel to reality, and you're continuously creating your emotions in by projecting your insecurities on this connection. Well, this can be you or your person. Whoever is doing this needs to surrender to the divine, needs to believe in higher power. Now you can help your person do that, or if you are the one who needs to start this, then I would say work on your consciousness, because that seems to be the only possible answer beyond this. Because if it goes on like this looks more like a stagnating situation. And yeah, I'm not saying it's happening right now it is kind of feels stable. And if you want that stability to flourish, you need to keep doing the right work within yourself to make it happen. So have the right kind of feels. Do not stop loving them. Do not stop like doing things for them or whatever. Like, people tend to sabotage their good actions because they're fearful that they won't be received in the right way. So they can, as I said, there are so many scenarios coming up in this one reading itself. There is lack of communication due to that lack of confidence, due to that lack of clarity if you will ever be able to achieve your goal or not. And a win-win outcome is there, okay? If the emotions are taken care right way, right now they are too heightened, but if they are taken the right way, if they are accessed, analyzed, and balanced with practicality, that is how you can lift this up. You can levitate from here. And to do that, you have to work with the self. You have to believe that you guys are meant to be, and you're working in that direction. You have to give it a full shot. And with that mindset, with that kind of clarity only, there can be a movement. I want to pull the predictions card in this reading. What is predicted? If I feel that the predictions can be very different, as in, like, I feel more than one prediction is possible. Let's see what cards have to say. What is the predicted outcome in this situation? Well, this is okay. This is a message as a prediction. So if you expand the cup that you're receiving life with, which is basically you, your body, mind, you need to expand that. If once you expand that, you will evolve. If you will evolve, your person will see it, and you both will evolve. And this can also be de-evolving if you continue to live an authentic life, okay? That's one warning. And the hedgehog here, I feel that if this continues like that, if this silence is not treated the right way, there is going to be an energy which is a lot of mask, a lot of clutter, a lot of, sense of protecting the self, feeling threatened within a connection. And to avoid that, somebody needs to free themselves from the expectations of how things should be, rather than believe in the synchronicity, in the fact that you two belong. You need to believe in there. It won't work if you just make it a view, if you just make it a dreams. That won't work here. What will work here is a practical plan. You need to bring balance to your, basically remove the sadness, let go of the sadness, and believe in the practicality of situations. First know the practicality. So there is call for inner work through this reading, okay? If your situations are not that bad, this suggests that it is going to take you in some kind of hedgehog mode, which is basically hibernation, which is like not it. Well, this is also warm energy, okay? This is warm energy. I feel that there is some kind of breakthrough coming for for some of you, well, for most, maybe all of you, because these three cards, I feel they have makes answers. They are not separated, so there is a breakthrough coming which will free you from this de-evolution, and you will be pushed into evolving. And you need to surrender to the divine that with or without that person, you're dedicated to your evolution. So there is definitely your commitment is being tested right now in this connection. Do you really want it, kind of situation? Well, I am being guided to pull messages card as well. Let's see what more messages do we have. Energy don't lie, there is only one source. This is about trusting the self. And do you really want it? Like I said, that there's a commitment, test of the commitment. Create, your creative energy is being called upon. Because you need to, like, if you are stuck, you are in your mind all the time. If you are powerful, you are courageous, you live in your heart and take decision from the heart. And that is what this create card is talking about. Channelize and learn to work the chaos. So yeah, instead of expecting everything out of this one relationship, put effort in other parts of your life also, as emotionally, as intensely as you are doing it in this one. So I feel that this has been a very uplifting reading. Someone is undergoing some kind of transformation, middle of the transformation period, and it feels very tiring. It feels tiring. Your commitment is being tested, and this is not about your person. Your person and you are safe. Even if you grow apart, you both will be going in a very good direction of your life. This, do you really want it? Like this question is about your commitment, to yourself, how authentic you can be. Are you just faking your life? Are you really living it? Are you inauthentic in some way? These are the questions that you might want to answer yourself. You can be both powerful and kind. You don't need to choose. Okay, so trust the energy, sit with yourself, and try, and that will lead you to the non-violent space from where you can actually come to a decision regarding this connection. So it has been a 22-minute reading, guys. Thanks for listening to me, and I hope these messages resonate with you, and I'll see you guys next time. Hi group 2, if you chose the rose quartz pendulum number 2, you chose this reading. We have 8 of rainbows reverse, ordinariness. Well, I feel that you're a person of very defined aesthetics. Like you always have ideas on how things should be, and things always dawn upon you, kind of like you just know what needs to be done in a situation, and that just works in your favor because you are so connected with the self already. I do feel there is a lot of feminine people here who have recently got into a relationship. There is equal give and take of energies in this relationship. This relationship feels like very fulfilling, very, like, most things are said and most things are understood very well in this connection. If it is not happening right now, it could be that it was happening, and you guys mirror each other as well. You guys can be so involved with each other that it almost feels unreal. Like this can be very colorful. So far I get very good vibes from this connection. Let's see what more do we have in the tarot. Well, yeah, it does feel a very classy, very evolved, very refined group of people who know what they want. You got into this connection because you really felt so, like you know that this person is right for you, and it kind of changed your world. Well, so you guys, this relation is rather spiritual, okay? You guys help each other with clarity, you guys help each other with um, a lot of ego check, like when you guys are wrong, and there is that is well accepted, okay? That is well accepted. I also see a very good balance of elements here, especially earth element, like stability is very well appreciated, and that for others, while these things can be like, you guys can be very old school, can be very like what in others' opinion at least, and this relationship feels so stable, so stable. Um I can find that one thing which can be said, like, okay, this is the unstable part. Well, maybe someone is still working with the past. That can be one unstable part there, but that also seems to be changing. So, how it feels great. I feel it feels like hope. The advice is to keep up the hope here, and the influence is that the times are changing. So maybe so this relation definitely has the potential to feel better, okay? This relation has the potential to make you feel free, make you feel walking towards your goal, basically, like the right kind of direction. So I will see how others view this from a third person perspective. What is the grounding of this connection in the reality? Well, from energies so far, I feel that this must be very well grounded, since there is looks like an equal give and take of energy, and right kind of receiving and right kind of sharing. Well, we have the world. So you when you entered into this, you were on the edge, you were finishing something. There can be some sort of I hear the word power cut, and like in some connection there was completely a power cut, and then you entered into this connection, and it made you so grounded. It made you feel so grounded that you do not even need to put the effort, put the work in here, and this you just need to be. And from an outside perspective, it does look like that you guys are not really together. It looks like that you guys are working on stability. Both are working towards stability, their own stability, and someone can even be looking at somebody else's grass to be more greener. Now, this can be outside the relationship perspective, in the personal life. Like, you guys are too practical. This is one scenario I'm getting. There's nothing like being too practical, but there is like someone, this can be you or your person, but someone is keeping a bridge alive to go back into their past and fulfill their needs of the past, and is justifying that. Now, I don't want to scare you that your person is like doing things behind your back or something like that. I'm just clarifying that on the outside, the story looks different. The story looks like it can need more communication, more communication about how each one is viewing this, how each one is like um well, overall it looks pretty neat. Intentions are clear. there is love, there is hope, there is like peace of mind, contentment, there is all sorts of beautiful things here, okay? But a sense to ground it. So three of cups reverse. Now this can, as I said, there is a third party influence. There is some doubt, and this third party is like doubt, creating doubt about this connection. Will it work or not? And this is reducing the intensity of the connection also. I do feel that one or both the people in this connection are extremely evolved. They have been working on themselves. They have been kings and queens of their own world, and this connection like makes you let go of that stability. This connection pushes you into a new direction. Then there are three cards for new direction, so four actually. There is like new direction, new direction. I don't want to say it so many times, but yeah, this is what this connection is about. It is about taking a new direction in life, even after everything looks fine with your own life, because it feels so good, because it feels so that you should do that, and you're understanding that good things can also be changed into better things, and that's what this connection is teaching you. You have done your inner work. You can now like move forward and take your prize. That's what is universe telling you. I will first look into the oracle, then I will move towards the prediction part of this reading. And I'm sorry. Well, I do see problems. I do see problems here and there, but not for a lot of group of people. Now this can be specific. I feel that someone is into two. You guys can be very different. You guys can like some things don't match, and they are observed as the other's problem, that other is problematic in some way, while they are just your differences. That those are not problems, and that can create a different lane of thought itself, that you are different. But yeah, that is what this connection, these types of connection are meant for. They're meant to be different. And well, so I feel that again, this connection is about it is in itself a reality check. It is a reality check, like your daily dose of you can look at yourself from your person's eye. They are a door into your heart. Well, if you have issues in your relationship, probably this is not your pile. I am getting into the prediction part of this reading, and I so far feel that it is going to be amazing, because it looks like you guys are extremely devoted, and there whatever needs to happen will happen naturally, because your energies align so well. So for the first part of prediction, let's see what is coming for this group. Meditate and contemplate, and there are two fishes, new moon in Pisces. I think this calls upon into like drawing your collective energy together and being aware of it, and to how to get towards a practical plan. You need to meditate and contemplate on the together, basically. Like you need to stir things from your subconscious to have more breakthroughs, maybe, or whatever this is like a new energy, new kind of power being given to you through this connection, which needs to be stimulated and created more. And I do see that it does look potent enough to be doing that. And someone has a blocked heart, to be honest. Like someone is not so receiving, someone is like has fixed ideas, and this can be you or your person, you decide. Well, so these fixed ideas are going to be challenged in near future, and this can lead to an enormous amount of letting go of the past. Yes, lantern. This person is your lantern in this world. Like, this person can guide you through this world, can help you through to realize yourself, can help you realize your freedom and cut cords from the past. Like, like that's a given here. With such intense connections, you can't like keep chords in the past. That will stop the acceleration process. And praying mantis need to be playful, need to be well, this is all in the future. So in the future, I feel you realizing that your person is really your person, and like you cut it, you removing your past, you're having great conversations, and you are being playful is what I see here. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. I feel that that card is like more mystical there, which tells that you will be working on your energies together. Well, you guys come from two different worlds. Like, there is, going by the cards, you guys come from two different worlds, and that is like such a, I never thought I would say that, but yeah, that's the blessing. That's the blessing that you are. So now this is the Queen of Swords, and there is a knife card, and this is the King of Cups, and there is a praying mantis and the new moon in Pisces. So I feel that you guys have decided roles as well in the connection, which are like unsaid rules. And like the feminine can be always uplifting and rather being more stern and more playful, while the masculine can be very giving and very accepting, and as well the one who lays the rules in this connection. So I see it as coming together as a very beautiful connection here. The sun card is here, so marriage is on the card as well. But this bottom deck energy, I feel that you are married in more cosmic ways, because yeah. So happy for you guys, pile 2. This is such an amazing reading. Well, if you have made so far in this reading, it's really amazing, and I'm so happy for you. It looks like you actually have found your person, but it looks like they are from like different element, and that's why the future is going to be more changing, because you need to like bring your differences into function into to be functioning together. And that will bring you such a clear judgment about the world, about how things work in world, and you will have so many new your own ideas and research and explorations due to this connection. Well, I feel that this is like happy energy, overwhelming and happy energy. Well, beginning of this video, I wasn't feeling that I'm gonna get a reading like this, to be honest, but this feels like joy. This feels like basking in the glory of this connection. That's how it makes you feel. You are always like happy about this connection, and that is what stimulates this change also. So don't be afraid to change if it is because of love, because yeah, that's what we live for. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in with me here today. All the best, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hi, for those of you who chose number 3, pile 3. Whoa, I just shifted energy so strongly as soon as I called upon these cards. Well, going with the flow, reverse. It don't literally mean that. I feel that this is a new start. This is a new start of a connection, and what you're looking here is for clarity. You've recently started communicating with this person. It also can be that you rushed into this connection in some way, and that has led you into thinking that probably you're not going with the flow. And if it feels you're feeling, whatever is the feeling here can be very pulling you into different directions, kind of. well I'm so afraid to be not catching the right kind of messages here, because what I'm getting is confused energy. Someone is confused about this connection and they hold on for the clarity in the connection. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you. For so far, I feel that this connection feels um, triggers you in some way, makes you want to have responsibility, but you can be someone who do not take responsibility. Or this can also mean that um, you need to have a different kind of perspective. Maybe you are a very different person, you stand out in the crowd, but that don't mean that you cannot have relationships, you cannot love, or you cannot um, fall in love, or basically do the ordinary stuff. This is one thing I'm getting here. Let's see how you are feeling about this connection. And this does feel like a new start. This does feel like two people are from afar trying to make sense of things. Well, so one or both the parties, I feel one is not evolved, one is yet caught up into their still caught up into their past, caught up into third party situations, thinking third party situations can do anything good for a connection, using jealousy as a tool, trying to put the other into a trap kind of thing to make things happen. And that is like totally not working for this connection, because karma is gonna enter and set things right. So if you don't want that, get rid of this confusion energy, because when it hurts the same. It don't hurt less or more or less, it everyone involved gets hurt. So don't play with the fire, though there is no fire card here, but I feel that a lot of fire is being spewed through words, fights, ugly fights. I see here that someone prefers their friends over their partner, and though they get stability out of their person, yes, you have to admit you do feel stable with this person, but you cannot avoid fighting them. You cannot avoid like stressing over same things again and again, and that is why you feel that you're not compatible. That is why you feel that it won't work. And yeah, so there can be like that is how it feels like, that a lot is lot is like remaining unsaid. A lot of it is like a lot of love is being lost in this situation, okay, if you keep doing this, and that comes back in a hurtful manner. So instead of losing upon the opportunities to communicate your truth to yourself first and then to your person, like try to talk to the self first, because of the person can only take as much, okay, can only take as much. You have to be with yourself first, and there needs to be a new start in stability within someone or within this connection. A new start, you guys can start some work together, and that will really help this connection. I feel that will really help. If someone is also having sleepless nights, I see here someone is not able to sleep at night, someone is not able to connect with other things because of this connection, okay, someone is continuously creating scenarios due to this connection, like why this is not working and let me distract myself from that, and why it worked in the past, let me distract myself from that. It is stopping you from seeing the reality. Well, this is not too problematic a situation, but a bit, yes. This can be that hidden stress which is not really like seen by the world, but two people know. Two people know what they are going through. And yeah, there needs to be like clear communication before um, people can be trusted in this connection. It does look like someone needs to get out of it. Someone like is thinking to, you guys do think about the ideas to move towards the calmer waters, and yeah, there is so on the outside or third person perspective, it looks like this will survive, to be honest. But the reality of this connection is needing to work with a lot of stability, with a lot of maturity, so that things can move forward. Yes, you guys are mature. Since someone is into hermit also, there can be sense of separation, not talking or blocking the conversations by the same old topics and things like that. And so the immature behavior is being a very big is taking a lot of energy. It's taking a lot of energy, not letting the right kind of things manifest in this connection. And well, uh, if I would have to choose, I would choose to remain calm. So whoever is doing this, I feel, is doing the right kind of thing. Someone is choosing to remain calm about things, and because they need to contemplate them first, there have been mind games, there have been mind games being played. Someone has been told to look after someone, like check what is up in their life, keep tabs. You guys are keeping tabs probably on each other, like in a hiding way, not like in a. So this can be that someone found out something in somebody's DMs or messages that was not that that triggered your suspicion on the stability of this connection. And that is making you feel and think all kind of scenarios. Instead of confronting it with your person, you're keeping it to yourself. You are having doubts about this connection, but you are not conveying it. You need a new start. Okay, you need a different perspective. There is Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. You can be one of those, or there is definitely Earth sign here. And this behavior also reminds me of Earth signs. Well, I feel that um, there is a suspicion for the heartbreak, or there has been things said which broke somebody's heart. There is a need to release that, and until that is released, this connection will not move. Until that pain is released, and that pain will be released when the other person gets to the same point. When you guys get onto the same page, you need to like give each other benefit of doubt and chance as well to talk, to express themselves, instead of putting your hurt at the top, or the top priority, that yes, I was hurt, and now from whatever you say now on does not matter. That attitude just will further create more problems. So let go, take your time to let go of this hurt, whatever has hurt you, whatever has made you to not give equally into this connection. And this connection is stable. You guys can be in a marriage, and whatever has happened there's a huge need to have a fresh start. For some, this can mean moving away from this connection, temporarily or permanently. But yeah, I do see a sense of, for not for all of you, this is for some, that you need to space out for now. And this will lead you to discussing things with the self, understanding things about the self, and also um, looking at things with a different perspective. Yes, you need to take up your own journey more seriously than somebody else's. Yeah, the emotions can be very heightened. Emotions can be very heightened, and there can be pride getting in your way. There can be like ego coming on your way. But as I said, there is an end of end of a cycle, an end of a cycle, end of a very like Saturn like cycle. This is devil energy. Okay, this is codependency issues. This is issues which arise in after saying things which you didn't mean. and that cycle is coming to an end. That cycle is coming to an end at this time. Only clarity will work, only clarity will work, only the right kind of words will work. So you need to very systematically understand the situation, very organize it within your head before before you tell something about it to others, because you will be more confused if you just blabber about it, because others won't understand. You need to make sense of it within yourself. And this is this I had the similar message in card one reading also. The feminine here has blocked their receiving. The feminine is not accepting any kind of gratification, gratitude, any type of gift, any types of good gestures from the masculine. Well, this can be masculine doing this, but I feel that this is feminine. Someone is not accepting the good gesture, the gesture of love, which is blocking you from your person, because they want to show you stability, but you so firmly believe that they are the wrong kind of person, and you project your insecurities on them, that it becomes extremely tough for your person to reach out to you. So don't do that. If you do it, like, you need to release whatever has hurt you. Now this release, how will this release happen? I need to like pull cards on that. Well, I do feel it has to do with a brand new conversation. Like, have the conversation the way you haven't had before. Like, come up with a creative way to tell things to your partner. Woo, that is like wax traveling through my cards. Okay, 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 okay. Please stop, stop, stop. The candle is crying. Karma is coming. Well, karma is near. There is climax card, there is end of a tough cycle. That's why I said that there can be end near if right things, right kind of actions is not taken at the right time. Why is my candle acting so weird? Well, spirit, right kind of action at the right time, that is definitely a message here. So you have been dealing with this. Well, I did say in the beginning, well, this relationship feels brand new. Probably you have known this person for a while. There has been a shake up to, yeah. So how to release? The release, the answer to the release lies in where this trigger started. You need to be very sure from where you started having this trigger. You need to come back to your commitment, to the starting. Yeah, you need to look at the basics. Okay, basics first. You cannot be shallow about this energy. You have to look, why were you triggered that way? Is your heart blocked in some way? Did you lack looking at yourself at some point? Were you not clear about what you're going through at some point? And if that all of that has happened, you need to like look into that matter and yeah, basically find your way out from it. So there has been an awakening. There has been an awakening that needs to be grounded. So the awakening needs to be grounded by surrendering to the divine, by inviting the auspiciousness rather than blocking the auspiciousness. I do feel someone is blocking auspiciousness in this connection. Someone is too egoistic to be welcoming, which is not good for the connection. Okay, which makes the other feel stand outish, like they don't belong. You're not supposed to make your person feel that. You have to like at least consider them, that they are valuable, they are precious, they're special to you. So what now, I have like many scenarios. I feel I'm giving messages about more than one scenario, more about this prediction. What is coming up in this? Well, depending on how you handle your heart opening and your awakening, that has recently struck you due to this Three of Swords moment, how you handle that is going to decide a lot in this connection. There is trickery. There is like, yeah, don't trick your mind. That's one thing. There's braid. This is old memories, okay? Someone, okay, I do feel there is some kind of like witchcraft and some kind of like, yeah, justification for using wrong means of manipulation. Manipulating the situation is happening, whether it's happening on your side or the other. But I feel that someone is trying to manipulate the situation for their good, and that is a no. That will ruin this connection. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get into trick. Not when it comes to your personal relationships and emotions, because you cannot handle that energy at that time. You are directly involved. This has to do with your past, and this has also to do with being very hiding, wearing masks, being slimy, being like, hiding in the shadow kind of thing. Well, I do feel that this connection needs a break for sure. If you are listening to this, long term or short term, but this needs a break, and you need to look at the more, get more grounded about the reality of this connection. Get more in terms with what is this awakening bringing you. You have a awakening about truth, and then you have your own awakening as like individual. So with the collective, the individual is also being awakened. So do not use this precious energy into some trickery or into some like waiting game, and like bringing that from the past and trying to make it work in the future. And that just won't work. You need to like ground yourself in the present so much, because otherwise you will be confused about this energy. You'll be confused if you're having an awakening. If you are not accepting that awakening, you get confused. You be running about your own tail. And that kind of energy, I feel, is also letting you cut off from the world, is also letting you feel that you don't belong anywhere, and that things only work with trickery or some kind of manipulation, and that needs to be like put down. I do feel that someone is using tricks already, mind games, tricks, and that is a big no here. Like, that is the main root of all the problems. Someone has not made peace with their past, and they're projecting their past on the future, and that is dangerous for both of you. Someone is making the other person sad, and without even realizing. Well, this has been a long reading as well. I feel I have said most of the things, and yeah, this is what I have for you guys in this reading. Something is coming to an end. Some personal issue is reaching an end. That's one message here. Prediction, basically. Yeah. So with this, and it is in your favor, it is karma settling itself down. So yeah, karma. Saturn energy is there. So taking care of your emotions, of your heightened emotions at this time. Try to enjoy ordinary things in life. Try to enjoy small things in life, and the answers that you are waiting for will find you in the times when you least expect them. So always live your life completely. Always be firm, and be all about yourself. I do feel that someone can have a new person in their life very soon, and yeah, and that relation can be more fiery than this has ever been. And yeah, so with this, I'll see you guys next time soon.